Welcome to the Foundation for World Harmony. This is the story on how it was conceived and what its goals are for the future. My name is Lester Monta Cook III. I created this in 1980, believe it or not. Also created GM Studios, a post production company in Los Angeles, LMC3 Productions Inc., a production company in Los Angeles, supporting our servicemen, a national charity for to help and thank our veterans. Be Fantastic International, which I'm currently traveling the world promoting. And now, as of 3 days ago, on March 17th, I believe it was, the Foundation for World Harmony got its EIN number and is now a nonprofit organization designed to help the world. At any rate, so it was in 1980, the early part of 1980. I was working for the Westwood Playhouse for a guy named John Lesser, and I decided to do a concert for my late mother in honor of her life. She was a beautiful woman, Betty Bly, and her favorite entertainer was Ray Charles. So I said, what better concert as my first concert than to do Ray Charles? So back then they didn't have a computer. It was life was a lot easier back in the 1980s. At any rate, I called Ray Charles Enterprises and I said I'd like to put him in concert, and they said, well, funny enough, in September. It's going to be his 50th birthday, and that would be a great time to do a concert. I said, I'll call you back. So I made a couple other calls around town to see which venues were open. And I called the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, one of the biggest venues in Los Angeles, and said, I'm producing Ray Charles on his 50th birthday celebration. Is your hall available? And they said, yes. And that's how easy it was to produce back then. And so I found an investor for $5,000, and we put it together, and it was fantastic. But during the production of it, I would go around town and talk to people and get people involved, what have you. And a guy came to me by the name of Buck Blaylock, and he written a song called World Peace, and he wanted Ray to sing it at the concert. So I said, that's not a bad idea, but this song could change the world. This is a really important song, and it just happened to be the 20th anniversary of the Peace Corps. So I said, I'd like to save this song for a bigger event, and I'm going to call it the Foundation for World Harmony. And so I would, the concept was get 20 people, international celebrities representing the specter of music, the whole spectrum of music, and do a concert for world peace. And it was, like I said, the anniversary of the Peace Corps, so that's why I chose 20 entertainers. And I figured if I get 20 huge superstars on stage at one time, it will make history. And so I made a proposal. It was about a quarter of an inch thick, 30 or 40 pages. And luckily, I had a friend who made me copies because I was pretty broke at the time. I was living in a bomb shelter in downtown Los Angeles. Just got back from my world travels, hitchhiking around the world. And so basically, he made me reams of copies, and I didn't do an NDA and NCND and any of those protection devices. I handed out like candy to all the celebrities, to all the producers, and said, "This is a fantastic idea. It could be really big." And it came out as We Are the World, basically. But anyway, so my dream is to create a harmonious world. I'm very disappointed with society and with humanity. We have 32 wars going on. We've got rampant greed. We've got a lot of stupidity out there. I'm on a mission to create a kinder world. So with this foundation, I'm going to support Be Fantastic International, which now has 8,370 ambassadors of kindness in 135 countries in over 1,100 cities around the world, following the three commitments to kindness. But not only will the Foundation for World Harmony support Be Fantastic International, but it will support all the fantastic organizations and people inside the community of Be Fantastic International. 8,370 fantastic human beings, a lot with charities, a lot of doctors and nurses, and really important people, really fantastic people, really kind people. So I want to support them as long as their organization are members of ambassadors, or as long as they are ambassadors of kindness. I will list them on the site here, and you can support whichever organizations you want. You don't have to support mine, you can support theirs. I don't do this for money, I do it for world peace, for world harmony, for kindness, And that's the story of the Foundation for World Harmony. Like, subscribe, share all these great companies that you'll meet on this website, and have a fantastic